Three. Well, welcome. I've got Robert with me. He is the rhythm guitarist, and Renati is the keyboardist of Epinikion. And welcome both of you to the Citadel for Metal Fellowship. Thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule to discuss your latest album, The Force of Nature, with us. And welcome everyone that's listening to Epinikion Shatterheart Weekend. And it is going to be fun. I've got these guys interviewing today, Shatterheart interviewing tomorrow. Just have been waiting to talk with these guys. They just got back from a short tour and they released the Force of Nature independently on the 6th of February. So it's not that old. It's just been out there. And I gotta tell you, I love the name of this band. It just rolls off your tongue so nicely. Epinikion. It's just awesome. And an epinikion, in case you don't know, is a hymn for the winter. It's from ancient Greece. And back then, there were heroic stories of athletes, and they actually sung these epinikions after their victory at major events. So I'm going to let you guys say hi. And the first question is going to be, how did you come up with that name? And tell us about how the band began, emerged, and evolved. So go ahead, say hi. Sorry.
Hello. Hi, welcome for having us.
Hi, I'm Renata from Epinikion and I'm the keyboardist. And we're very grateful that we can be with Professor Mark.
Well, thank you very much. Okay, so uh, where did that name, or I mean, I talked about the Greek heritage, but what was it that attracted you to it, that name, Epinikia?
We're former sports people, uh, athletes, so I was looking for a name for the band that could have a connection with that, although we weren't very active anymore. And then I came up with this name because I just looked it up, all the old stuff in the ancient Greek world, and I thought that this could be a good name. Yeah,
And it is, it really
thank
is. All right. And tell us how the band started and how you emerged and evolved as a band.
Uh, yeah, it started out that I just wanted to play music with my wife.
Well,
And,
that's a
and,
good
and
reason, yeah.
yeah, and it wasn't even meant to write own material. I just wanted to play together, me on the guitar, her on the piano or keyboard, and yeah, she wanted to write own stuff.
I wanted that. I didn't want to play covers. I really didn't like that.
Good.
There are so many cover bands, tribute bands. I said, come on, let's make our own stuff. And he agreed.
Yeah, and from there it's got a bit out of control.
Yeah.
So yeah, and then we wrote Inquisition, but yeah, without any musical background or connections in that world, it was hard to form a band. So back then it was just a project, and we recorded that with session musicians. Um, and also our first live gigs were with session musicians, and yeah, from there we could build a actual band with the people that we have now, and work on the second album that became The Force of Nature.
All right. And what did you guys listen to? I mean, you could see some of the stuff I listened to when I was growing up, but what did you listen to when you were growing up? What were your influences?
So
Who?
much,
Yeah.
so much different music too, because in the first place, these days I don't listen so much to music anymore. I'm very busy. My head is very busy. a lot of music in my head, so I don't need a radio or something else to listen to. But Robert does, and he really has his preferences, don't you?
Yeah.
So all those influences you can hear on the album.
Yeah, I grew up with Iron Maiden, Judas Priest, the how do you say that? Usual suspects, I guess.
Yeah.
And Metallica, but also Epica and more symphonic stuff. Also Machine Head, Amon Amarth, you name it.
And how about you, um, Renette?
I,
But,
I,
but I'm talking about, I know you're not listening to it now, but when you were
no,
growing up,
yeah, that was the main influence from the 70s and the 80s. So from pop to punk to the hard stuff, everything. In fact, I love ABBA, I love Madonna, I love George Michael, I love Michael Jackson. Talking about the usual suspects. So there's nothing metal on that, but it was the time in which I was really influenced by music.
okay, so you just got back from a short tour. Um, in really the middle of beginning and middle of February, you had a kickoff album release show in Breda. And how did that go with a band? I think with a band called Sound Dog.
The venue is called Sound Dog.
Oh, the venue is Sound Dog. All right,
Yeah,
sorry.
and the other band was Abstracted Mind. We played with them before, and we'll play with them in a couple of weeks' time as well. Yeah, that was great. The venue was nice. We had a nice stage setup. We could do what we want, and there was a nice audience. So I think it was great.
Yeah,
And do you guys have to set everything up yourself, or it sounded like they preset it, or no?
we did that ourselves.
I had a feeling. Yeah,
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 yeah.
yeah, yeah. That we how do you say that? There was a basic setup, and we expanded it for because we wanted something special on our release show. So, for example, there was a small riser for the drum kit there, but I definitely wanted a riser as well for Renate to be on with her keyboard because she always disappears behind us, guitar player. So, yeah, I really wanted that for the release show. So yeah, we rented some extra stage parts and put her up there. But then we had the next challenge that we didn't have enough space in the front, so we also built some extra in the front so we could move a bit. um, yeah,
and it was nice
yeah,
that the venue holder could give us the chance to do that and make it special. Felt very good. I'm still
yeah.
grateful that he gave us this opportunity.
And
And you know what happened in the
no,
bus?
go ahead. Sorry.
I was listening in the bus to a playlist
In the
that was
van,
in the
in
van,
the van.
and the one album that really interested me was Shatterheart. This is crazy. This is not a
Are you
coincidence.
kidding?
I truly asked everyone, do you know this band? Oh, they sound great. Who are they? I even looked them up. And now you say it's also your favorite. So I'm so curious about these guys.
Well,
I don't
watch that interview tomorrow. Yeah.
Yeah, I will for sure.
And I don't know, do you know Amber from um, Zandria? I'm sure you've heard of her. You've heard of
Zandria.
Zandria
The
Yeah,
river.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
of
from,
course.
yeah, yeah. Well, the lead singer of Shatterheart she's Greek, and so is Amber. And so are a
Oh,
few other of my favorite. Misfall, the lead singer, is also from Greece. This is some of the greatest opera voices that I've heard in metal, anyway. But this lady actually sings from Shatterheart, sings a duet with
hey.
uh, Amber from Zandria. and I can't wait to talk to her about that. But I mean, the whole album is fantastic, but that's
It
one of
is.
the highlights. So
Yeah.
yeah, definitely check that out. And yeah, please watch that interview tomorrow. Now, I saw your is very perfect timing. You guys put out that touring video, and I watched that, and a couple things. These guys are driving themselves, which, a lot of independent bands do that. They have to cart their own equipment, drive to all these venues. And we're talking about leaving the Netherlands, then going to Czechoslovakia, or I mean, Czechia, it's not Czechoslovakia anymore, and then to Poland. That's a lot of, well, to me, it looks like a lot of driving. What what say you? What is that whole circuit? How many, you guys kilometers, but how many kilometers would you say you went?
Over 3,000 kilometers.
I would
Yeah,
say, yeah.
yeah. Uh,
And
and then the way to there and back, that was of course the biggest travel. Between the gigs, we had somewhere between 200 and 400 kilometers each day. But we have a great driver, so we don't always have to drive ourselves. At
that's
least
good.
the ones who play in the band, because the husband of our singer is a truck driver,
Oh,
so he drives us around on these tours, and that is really amazing.
and how is it? How easy is it? Because over here in America, we don't realize that because it's this huge country and you could travel pretty freely around it. And there's not, I live, and I didn't tell you guys, but I live real close to Canada. It's very easy to go up to Canada. Um, but how easy, and there's the European Union, but how easy is it to get around? You definitely have to have all your paperwork before you go. But then once you go, are there like checkpoints and things like that, or is it pretty easy to move around through these countries?
Well, the last time that we were traveling, I remember in France, I guess it was, they
Yeah.
stopped us and it was so funny because once they opened up the doors, they saw all our stuff and they were like, oops.
What do you guys
It was
do?
quite a busy job to get it all out. And they said, okay, all right, you just go on, bye, and close the doors again. And
Well,
it was
that
so
was
funny.
good. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, that was just a control point somewhere random.
Yeah.
Normally speaking, it's very easy to cross borders here. Germany now has some border controls, but we weren't stopped there. Uh, yeah,
What
for
about Czechia?
now you can
Is it?
travel freely there.
At least
Oh,
we
good.
could.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
That's good
Nothing
because
wrong.
that used to be part of Eastern Europe, and yeah, but they've really, I think they were one of the forefront countries wanting to, you know, come west, so to speak. And so good, good. In Poland now, with all the way they're supporting Ukraine and everything, they're right in there and great. Now your next one starts in, I think that's just, oh no, two shows in the Netherlands and then one in Belgium. Um, and those are in March, and you're getting ready for those. Probably you're relaxing a little bit. Oh yeah, one more thing I just have to ask. How tall are you, Robert? Because in the video you talk about this height thing that on the stage, and I looked at the stage and the lead singer. Yeah, she can't be more than maybe 5 feet, and she's almost at the ceiling height. So you're probably, did you have to bend down, or it looked like?
yeah, yeah. That was very small, but I'm not that big. I don't know what it is in feet, but I'm 1 meter 86.
Okay.
So yeah, it's not uh, excessively tall. But yeah, it was a small, it was an arch, the venue, and yeah, it was just low. It
Yeah,
was in a basement, so it was
yeah.
everything was low.
But the people, looks like you had a real good turnout, and people are buying the albums and supporting you. And are they fans from the past, or did you bring in some new people that you didn't recognize?
Oh, so many new people. We're really
Oh, good.
surprised about all the new people that are coming and passing by. There was a time when we were still starting that I knew the people, but these days I really don't know. There's so many new people. I don't know the audience anymore. So, wow, it's a good sign, isn't it?
That's a
Yeah,
very good
Yeah.
thing. Yeah, you're bringing in more people. Yeah,
yeah.
and this album will do it. It's just an awesome album. I got to ask you about the show that you're going to do at the Hague. Yeah, with Attractive Chaos. I've been a fan of Attractive Chaos for a while, and say hi to all of them. But have you played with them before and heard their music, obviously, or no?
Yeah, we know them
Yeah.
quite well. And we've played more often with them. They're great people. So it's nice to be with them and to talk with them. And their music is great as far as I'm concerned.
And they're also working on a new album, hopefully, or EP this year. And I, everyone that they've made, they've sent to me, and I absolutely love it. Yeah, that should be a great show. That is March 13th. And anything you want to say about the tour, or do you have plans to keep this going throughout the summer and or the rest of the spring and summer?
Yeah, so we have a couple more shows planned, what you already said. So The Hague in March, Dordrecht in April, and Maasmechelen in May, and also that same weekend Paris,
Oh, wow.
um, or after that weekend on
Yeah, on a
Monday.
Monday.
Um, After that, there is nothing confirmed yet, but we hope to continue it and maybe play some extra shows or festivals or yeah, that's what we would really like to do.
And I know everyone probably asks you, and I'm going to do it too. Any chance of you getting over here to the US? We'd love to see you. And I know
Uh,
you guys would love to do it. You'd have
yeah, we
huge,
would.
huge
Of course.
crowds.
Yeah, of course, we would love to do that. And Steve Jackson also asked us many times, and he's almost a good friend, I can say that. But, not only the situation in which we are right now makes it very scary for us to go there.
Yeah.
That's the first point. I really don't feel safe anymore to go there. Um, and I don't think I'm the only one, as you know.
We live here and we feel that way.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
can
Yeah.
absolutely understand that. So that's the first reason not to go. But there are many other countries too in South America, sorry, not South Africa, South America that wanted us to go because they love symphonic metal. But I wouldn't know how to finance that because we're just six people, small band. We're not really famous, not yet, if I'm very positive. So how on earth are we going to finance that? I wouldn't know.
Well, my wife is actually from South America, and you're right. They do have a big uh, uh, metal and symphonic metal following down there.
Yeah.
And if you think about it, definitely put Ecuador on your stops. That's where she's from, and they have a great scene there. And yeah, well, good. Yeah, no, and I know a lot of people. Zandria went there. I can't think of all the names of the bands right now, but Visions of Atlantis,
Yeah.
yeah,
but Leaves Eyes, a bunch of them have been down there, as well as the big metal bands are going down there now too, and they're realizing that yeah, there are boatloads of fans that just can't wait to see them. So
And
good.
we hope we can do it one day,
Yes, we would
of
love to.
course.
That's
Yeah.
not a problem.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I would be on the plane tomorrow. If you told me I had to go, I would, but I don't know how.
Well, one thing that I notice a lot of bands are doing is hitching together. And,
Yes.
um, like this band from Argentina uh, did a show with Leaves' Eyes and things like that. So contact them and try to see, do you have support, that kind of thing. And then, yeah, they have the label support. Maybe the label will bring you
Yeah.
in. But yeah, that's how a lot of bands are doing it right now. And it's tough. It is, like you say, very difficult. And unfortunately, with our um, clown in the White House, that's the nicest thing I could say. With the clown in the White House, it's going to be hard for anyone to do
Yeah.
shows over here. And
Mhm.
especially when when they put these ice people out front and they're grabbing tourists. They grabbed a Parisian tourist. Yeah, I could spend all day on it, and I don't want to do that. So, yeah, it is crazy, but hopefully, we're getting closer to the end of that, and we will in November. But when we get an election again. Okay, so let's get off of politics and what are some of your favorite hobbies? I know you guys, and that's the thing that a lot of people still don't realize that you guys are working full time and trying to do all this practice, rehearse, create. But when you have a chance to relax, which may not be that often, what kinds of things do you like to do in the Netherlands? What are some of the things that people do in the Netherlands for recreation?
Well, we live in a wood, so and we have a very nice dog. So running around with the dog in the woods, that's I think our special way of relaxing.
Yeah.
Is that the wolf in the video?
That's her.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
that's not Nala.
If you guys haven't seen it, what I'm talking about, they made a video for a song "Running with the Wolves," I think it is.
Oh, you
Yeah.
can't see her now, I think, but she's
Wrong
too
with
low.
rules. Come.
But she's a star of the video.
Yes, she is. Ah,
There
there
you
she is.
go.
That was Nala.
And that was cool. It was a great video, and you're a real good like family type band. I mean, it looks like you're all kind of close,
We are, for
real
sure.
real close,
Yeah.
good friends, not family, but friends, and um, you know how to have fun.
Yeah, we do.
And what do you do then as far as a lot of hiking? And yeah, you hike in the snow. You guys, have you had a lot of snow? Because in the video it showed the roads are clear, but you could see the snow on the side.
Well, there wasn't snow, but it was created as if there was snow.
Oh.
It was even hot, I think. I think. Oh, you mean on
Uh,
the road?
yeah.
But that was not in the Netherlands.
No,
Oh
that was
yeah, no,
That
that
was in
was
Poland.
that was in Poland. Okay, all right.
Yeah.
yeah.
But
But
in
we had some snow here as well a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah.
But it was first time in years that we had some good snow.
Yeah.
So yeah, and then all public life stops here because
We're not used to
we're
that.
not used to it. So.
but what's funny is as a kid I remember people skating on the river, and I know that hasn't happened for a while. It hasn't
Hmm.
frozen, but
Yeah,
is it Hans Christian Andersen or maybe that's Denmark? But you kind of have that feeling that you did, but no, global warming has ended all that, right?
Yep. True.
That's a shame. Yeah. And I'm up in Washington State, which is way north of California, but on the West Coast. And we don't get that much snow. In the mountains, yeah, definitely we get lots of snow. But yeah, we're not used to it either. I'm from Ohio, so I'm definitely used to it. But but yeah. And which city do you guys live in? And what's that like? What are some of the most best places to visit if somebody came there?
Well, we are Dutch, but we live in Belgium, so we're
You're Dutch,
wannabe
but you live
Belgians.
in Belgium.
Yeah,
Okay.
we call ourselves wannabe Belgians. That's what we do.
Oh,
Oh, we're
okay.
right across the border,
Yeah, it's
so
not
Okay.
so far from the border. And but originally I come from Amsterdam, so I think everybody knows Amsterdam. That's not so difficult. Um,
yeah,
yeah,
we live near Breda, if you
yeah,
Okay.
and
and Antwerp.
and to Antwerp.
It's
Yeah.
Antwerp.
about half an
Yeah.
hour, so that's not so. I love Antwerp. It's beautiful.
Yeah. Isn't it the city of the clocks and time and all that? Antwerp, I think. It's
I
definitely a
I don't know if
financial
that's
cap.
Antwerp, but there are a lot of clocks and beautiful statues, buildings, old stuff. If you like that, you really should go there. Yeah.
Definitely. Yeah. All right. And so let's talk about the album because you're probably like, when are we going to talk about the album?
Oh no,
But
nice to
I
talk
like
about.
to kind of, rather than just jumping right into it, I want to hear a little bit about you guys. All right. So you tell us about the idea behind the force of nature, because you did a really good summary in your PR release, but what was the idea behind it? Why nature? I mean, go ahead. I mean, I get a sense for it, and I think I wrote about it, but I want to hear it from you guys. Why the force of nature? What is the force of nature?
I just walked up to Robert one morning and I said, "Oh, wait a minute. The title of the new album will be The Force of Nature." And then it was ding
Wow.
dong, end of the information. So
Yeah.
it was in my head suddenly. It just popped in, and I realized that that had to be the theme, not a concept, but the theme. And I looked at it from several point of views. I mean, some people can be called a force of nature, the force of nature itself, everything that is around that theme is what we discussed, discussed what we sang on the album. And some things I did myself, some lyrics, but some were together with Kimberly, and that was nice to do that together. A few songs. Just as much as I like to work with all the other musicians, because with the session musicians, it was a matter of playing what we had been writing. And in this case, we were together and we put down, especially the idea usually comes from my head. And then Robert is adding stuff solos or certain rhythms or
Or arranging.
arranging. And that's
Yeah.
his special quality as far as I'm concerned. And then the others come and they do their thing. Like the bass line can be changed,
Yeah. The
the
drums.
solos that Martin makes, and of course, let's not forget about the great drum lines that are written by Michael. Yeah, and then the crazy bass lines that Rutger makes.
Yeah.
And usually for the vocals, I write the basic line, and then Kimberly starts looking for the best way to perform that, and she can make her changes too if she wants to. Uh, yeah, there are great examples of how she really changed the first impression that we had and made it therefore a great number and a great song. That was so everybody did something in this case. We really worked together and gave the best we had. No discussions because that's what everybody thinks because we're totally different and we also have totally different backgrounds. But it's all uh, coming together. We add something. We're not fighting. It's not necessary. Everyone has an idea, and it all comes together in an organic way. So you can still hear these different backgrounds, but at the same time, it's a whole. It's the name is also a holistic item. The numbers are holistic too. Everything's there, but it's not fighting. It's together. It's a whole.
And and when you say you come from different perspectives, where is everyone's not from the Netherlands, or where are most of the people from in the band?
These people are, except Michael, he's Polish, he grew up in Dubai, and now he lives in the Netherlands because he is studying here. So that's quite a mess, isn't it? It's a total chaos. But
Oh,
the
yeah,
guy
that's
is Polish. Let's start there. But for the rest, we are Dutch, and
okay.
Yeah,
everyone is.
we have different musical backgrounds.
Yes,
That's what you mean.
yes.
Maarten
Oh, okay.
is really from the harder stuff, the death metal, and I don't know what else. Rutger is originally not from metal.
No,
He really likes it, but he's more into reggae and funk and that kind of stuff.
and indie too.
Yeah, and then Michael is also more of the harder work.
A true
Uh,
Sepultura fan,
yeah, Sepultura, and Kimberly is a real Sympho fan.
but
Uh,
also poppy stuff that she
yeah, also
likes.
yeah. So
I
yeah,
was gonna ask you about that. Yeah, I was hoping she would be here because one of my other favorite singers is for the Italian band. Now I can't remember their names, but their lead singer is the same way. She's comes from a pop background, and Secret Rule. It's sitting right
Ah,
there in
yeah,
front.
love them. Yeah,
It's sitting right there in front of me. I should have looked up. But Angela has that pop background, and you can hear that in her voice.
yeah,
And I also hear that in Kim's voice. That sort of pop, it's not that full throttle metal. She can do that, I'm sure.
yes,
But
you can.
there's more of that pop flavor, which is actually good. It rounds out the sound, and like I say, I wish I could ask her. But what do you're agreeing with me then? You think that that's a benefit?
It is
Yeah.
absolutely. She
And
can
where
sing
did,
like a Disney princess. That was the last
there you go.
comment we got when we were in Poland. You can just sing these Disney songs, and she said, "I love them. Shall I sing them for you?" So yeah, that's true. She
yeah.
can do that. She can sing very poppy, very classic, but also very dark, almost like a witch, sneering. So
Hmm.
she has a lot of possibilities with her voice, and she's trying to use them as good as she can.
And where did you meet or where did you find her? Because yeah, um, I really hadn't heard of her. And then I heard this album and I was like, and
Where does she come
you
from?
guys do a fantastic, you guys do a fantastic job musically, but she just kind of adds something.
Yeah.
I can't put a specific word on it, but she just really adds to it. But go ahead.
Well, I was looking for a singer and I was looking for everyone. I've been searching for months, years maybe. He didn't have a wife anymore because every evening I was talking to people,
Is it?
searching, looking around everywhere I could think of. And then suddenly I saw her passing by. She wanted to do projects because she was in a small band, but she didn't like that anymore. And then I saw her and I was like, I have to call her now. I want her.
Mhm.
I immediately realized that I had found a real diamond, and yeah,
Yeah.
she really likes our music. It's such a good fit.
And
This is the style she
that's
loves,
very
and that's
important.
why she can put her heart into it. You can hear that.
Definitely. Absolutely. All right. Well, let's talk about the album. That very first song, "The Moon, the Sun, and the Stars." A fantastic. Oh, I love overtures. I can't, get away from that. I love that for a start of an album. Now, I put in my review, and I just want to see if Renee knows who this is. But have you heard of the band Pendragon?
No,
Oh goodness. Well, if you get a
I'm not that
chance,
good at music. You know that, huh? I told you I hardly listen to anything, and
this you
so
might want to listen
tell
to.
me.
This you might want to listen to. They made an album called The Masquerade Overture, and it was back in the 80s.
I thought
And
I've been looking it up. I read your part about this and I looked it up. I can imagine that you can see some similarity. Yeah.
so you did listen to it.
I did. Yeah.
Oh
After
yeah.
if you tell me now, I realize that I looked it up.
And the keyboards that you do here are just dynamic and just fantastic. And it took me right back to that. And that's one of the best um, of the 80s, one of the best keyboard based albums. I mean, the rest of the band would say no, but Clive, the lead keyboardist, would say, yeah, you're right, Mark. It has a lot of good keyboards. But so that's a huge compliment. I'm really giving you a huge compliment because and so tell us a little bit about that song. How did you get the idea for it? And thankfully, everyone let you lead with the keyboards. But go ahead.
Well, it started with it had to be the starting part from that was connected to the first song. So I suppose we first had the first. It was not the first song, but we had.
We did it as last at last.
Yeah,
So
so it had to fit with the force of nature, the first song. And then I just take the lines that are leading in that song and I make them classical. And that can happen in 20 minutes, but it can also take me sometimes a few days because this was going quite fast, as if it was already made in my head. And then things go very fast.
All right. And then you jump right into the title track, The Force of Nature. And this is like um, Kim is like saying, uh, you've, it's like a relationship going bad, is what it sounds like. And she's kind of like, you've been a horrible influence on my life. You are getting out of here, and I'm going to be free
Yes.
and be on my own and do what I've been wanting to do. Is that the idea behind it?
Yeah, because she already had some lines and then she wanted to do something with it, and we put it all together. So the theme was indeed letting go, being yourself, being free, and not letting yourself stop by the past anymore. And of course, I changed it a little bit to put it into the song. As she always says, you can just throw it in a bucket and you mix it, and then something nice comes out. That's always how she tells it. That's probably what I do. But I think it was a good combination, the music and these lyrics.
And was that well, you was that kind of the song where you put this thing together and you said this has got to be, and I know you agreed earlier on the title, but that really locked it in, right? This and the video you guys did was fantastic because she really shows that emotion on the stage and that, get out of here, Um, how much that video must have been fun to make.
It was.
yeah,
It's
it's
always fun when
good
we
fun.
do projects together. We
Yeah.
always have a lot of fun, but in the end, the result is always wonderful. Maybe because we have so much fun and because already had my ideas about this video, but of course the producer also had his ideas, and we talked about it before. But sometimes when we do it, also new ideas came up or come up, and then we just do that because it sounds good. Let's go do it, and then it's very spontaneous. But the result is always great.
And you have this one and then the Wolves one. Are you going to be making more music videos? Because I think you guys do a fantastic job.
We would love to, but again, the guy has to be paid.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone has to be paid.
Yeah.
So we really have small budgets, but that's what you just said is exactly what people tell us, that with a really tiny budget we can do a lot because we know what we want. We also know how we can make that into a performance, into a good one, and what kind of stuff we need to make it look good. The part of the
And
crown, for instance, or the book that we used, I really had that in mind.
that book,
And
yeah.
yeah, just making it like this, and of course you had to cough because of all the powder that we put in. It was way too much, but okay, we just tried.
In the first shot we did, she was like,
Yeah, and then we tried to tell her that she had to look into the camera.
While you're doing that, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Oh
yeah,
my God.
yeah. Or she was really cold in Run with the Wolves when she had to play the part in the rain. That was just a
Yeah.
shower we made ourselves, and I was waving to get the smoke into her face. Everybody around her, and she was like, "Ooh."
Thanks a
Oh,
lot.
that's
Yeah.
yeah, she was suffering. So
Yeah. Yeah.
very much respect for her.
Now that
Uh,
looks like you guys did that on your own.
yeah, we did.
Yeah, I mean, without like paying
A
a
crew.
video, huh?
No, we did not. Not the guy
Yeah.
was still there, and the cameraman and Jeroen was there, but for the rest, we do everything ourselves.
Well, I might be able to help you with a videographer, but we'll talk about that later. She is incredible from France, and I'll send you some information. And
You mean Cecile? Of
you know about her.
course, I know her.
Have you used her?
I know who she is. She was at one of our concerts in Eragny.
Oh, that's
Uh,
right.
yeah, but she has a different style. So without any trying to harm her, but her style is not the way I would like to do my videos. So,
Oh,
but she
okay.
makes great stuff. I have seen what she's been doing, and it
Okay.
looks good, as far as
No,
I'm concerned.
it is amazing. Yeah, I
Yeah,
think I know what you're talking about, the heavier stuff. But she's doing, there's a new one she just posted that was more symphonic metal. And
yeah.
anyway, but yeah, no, I talked to her and had an interview. She's just a wonderful person. Yeah. All right. Lessons in life are for free. And yes, they are. We, the School of Hard Knocks, we call it over here, um, you learn by experience. You either learn by experience or learn by study. And some of us choose the learn by experience. What was it like putting that together? And before I leave it, do you think you will do more videos? Because there are some like come into my world, and some of the ones we're going to talk about that I would love to see.
Yeah, me too. I would love to see them too, but again,
Okay, okay,
as far as
all
I'm
right,
concerned, every song could have a video.
easily.
I'm honest. I'm really
These
honest about this,
these are
but
very visual songs
yeah,
you're
they
making.
are. Yeah, they're
Absolutely.
stories, so you could. Uh,
Lessons in Life has a video, although it's a lyric video,
yeah,
but it
it
has a
does.
video.
Yeah,
We'll
and I.
talk about that one, and then we'll come back to it because I just thought of another idea. But go ahead.
Well, we just asked Marnix if he wanted to make something for us, and I think he really understood the song and made a great video. But to our surprise, it wasn't the biggest success we had. Well, everyone says it's a great song, and if you play it live, everybody's
Uh,
into it. But the video wasn't looked that much. You never know what the audience is going to like. It's
All right.
always a secret.
Speaking of that, do you take like a videographer with you for the live shows? And did you grab any like live pieces that you're going to share from this last tour of
No, we
songs?
didn't have
Maybe
anyone.
like a live video of a
Oh,
song.
yeah. No, there's not a person that's always there as a companion, but we do have some small videos.
we tried to shoot the the release show in Breda, but the camera malfunctioned, so unfortunately we don't have the material we
Oh,
wanted.
darn. And you don't want to go with people's, phone, those
No,
videos, because the quality isn't always up to good
indeed.
standards, and that's a shame. Well, maybe this next one, hopefully, the Attractive Chaos show, that sounds like an important venue. And do you think you'll try to video that?
Yeah, I think we're gonna try again.
Just a new, fresh start all over again.
Because that show should be an awesome show to have on film. Yeah.
Well, I think the one in Bibelot in Dordrecht with Anna Chiara, that I think that stage is even more beautiful.
Is it? All right.
Yeah, yeah. I don't
I
know.
think so, but well, we'll see. I'm not sure.
We'll just try to shoot as much as
Yeah,
possible and see what we
Well,
get.
to me, you're already performing, and if you can get somebody good to do it, that's easier to do than, like you say, to hire somebody and try to put everything together. All right, come into my world. Excellent. Kimberly starts out with soft vocals, which shows you that depth of talent, that ability to, come at you with knives if she needs to, or, just kind of calmly welcome you in. And talk about that song. I really enjoy that song. And did you play it live and do people respond to it?
yeah, they do. They're all like this then. Everybody starts moving, dancing a little bit. Yeah, it's groovy.
I don't remember how we came up with it.
I heard a song, as I told you, I'm from the 70s, 80s, as far as my musical influences reach. So I immediately felt this vibe, 80s vibe in it. And Rutger was the first one to say, because he plays funk, he's a very good funk player with his bass. He said, "This is funky, let's make something 80s, something funky from it." And although it seems hard to combine it with metal, I think we did it. I think we
Yeah, I
nailed
think you
it. It's
did.
funky at the same time it's metal, and that's what people like because then it's even a little bit mainstream, but still it's metal. It is symphonic. We have all these orchestral lines in it and other stuff that makes it symphonic. But if you listen to it, it's not a specific classical symphonic metal song at all.
And
And
do you
people don't.
guys, I just remember one of the other questions I was going to ask about the live. Do you do this whole album live, or do you intersperse with other songs from the past?
It depends on the length of the set. So for the release show we had 1.5 hours, so then we mixed it up with some old songs. But for the shows we did in Poland and Czechia, we played an hour and we just played all the new songs. In Musicon in The Hague we will play only new songs and in Bibelot as well.
Yeah.
Because because this is actually from this band, from all these people. So also for the other guys, it's more fun to play this than the old songs.
Okay. And all right, so let's talk about your ultimate joy. It's got kind of a blues sound to it, which I really liked at the beginning, and not pure blues, but bluesy kind of.
Yeah, more people said that. One of the acquaintances of Rutger said the same, that it has bluesy chords.
No,
Yeah. I
I don't
I'm
know.
so stupid that I don't know that. But I wrote it, so I guess so.
I
That's the
grew
thing.
up with the blues. I mean, I had Led Zeppelin, and even before that. But yeah, I listen to the blues a lot, and I can hear it immediately. I mean,
Yeah.
it's like I say, it's not pure blues, but it
No,
is
but the
enough
chords
of
are
an
distinct.
influence.
Yeah,
And
that's what the guy said too. That it's really based on the blues chords.
all right, do you want to talk about Ultimate Joy or?
Yeah, whatever you want to know. It's
Sorry, I have to leave
I
for a
have to go
minute.
to the toilet. Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
Um, I mean the lyrics are quite clear. It's about a toxic
Relationship.
relationship, so you can put a lot of power in it. And of course, that's sad. So I can imagine that there's something bluesy in it because it's leaving and breaking up and letting the past go. And you have to be very strong if you have been in such a relationship to let go. And that's what really inspired me the strength that people can have when they have to get out of this kind of mental prison. And that's how I wrote it. I even had to ask if Kimberly wanted to sing the word slot. She said, "Okay, okay, it's on the edge, but I can do it." And a lot of
What?
bad words that I could pass by, but yeah, it's got a lot of power. And of course, it's sad when she tells the story about how she was imprisoned and how she had to do what the partner wanted.
Yeah, and in the last couple lines, I'm your toy tormenting me, seems to be your only joy. And she
Yeah,
really rips into this imaginary person. It's as if she may have been through something like this in her life. Not exactly, but she just really delivers um, the vocals for it. I mean, she really goes after it, and it comes off strong, and that's good.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. She knows how to uh, combine it with her own memories from the past. And I think she's doing a great job in that way. It doesn't, just like you said, it doesn't have to be exactly the same subject, but even if it has its connection with that special subject, she can think of that and go right into it. And that's her strength, I guess.
all right.
Really living that lyrics.
And I really loved I Thought You Were on My Side. I'm telling you, that is such a deep, um, it's a song of power, it's a song of empathy, it's got everything in it. And I wanted to ask her, but did you write it or did she write it? Who
No,
you?
I wrote it.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Tell me about that because I just absolutely love this song, and I hope this is one that you're maybe considering for a video because it just would be incredible to watch it.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. It has to do with a memory from my past that I could share with Robert and with Kimberly. So we really understood each other by feeling alone, feeling left alone by people that you should have a trustful combination with. And that didn't happen. So I think we really understood each other. And the first few times that she sang that song, she had to be careful not to cry every time.
I bet.
Yeah, so then after a while, we were just hoping she didn't cry because crying on stage would be a little bit too much, I guess. And then every time she sang it and came back, she said, "Oh, Renata, I made it. I didn't cry. I didn't cry." But that's how much it touches her and
Yeah.
how good we, Robert, me, and Kimberly, understand each other by feeling left alone when we were young. And yeah, I suppose that really has that impact on people. They can feel it. They can also feel their own
Yes.
grief when she sings it or when I tell about it. So I really hated myself for writing such a sad song. But afterwards, everybody said, "No, don't do that. You did something beautiful. It's okay." But it's hard to do for Kimberly when it's so deep into your veins almost.
Yeah, we all have been through something similar
Yeah,
to
something
that,
like
where,
that.
you have a best friend, usually in high school or middle school, and you think, you're going to be friends forever, and then they do something that, really ticks you off, and yeah,
Yeah.
or leaves you behind, or, whatever. Cliques, if you remember, in high school, those cliques and those organizations that you used to be in, and then all of a sudden you're out and you're like, what happened? Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, very, very good song, and it's one of my favorite of the year. It's right up there. Have
Mhm.
you ever heard of Edenbridge?
Yes, of course. We
Oh,
played
okay.
with,
Oh,
we
you
were the party in the Netherlands.
in the Netherlands?
Yes, they played in the Netherlands. They had a tour together with Deep Sun, and we were in support.
Oh, excellent. Yeah, I know Deep Sun too. Yeah. How about um, Sabine? Oh my God, those vocals. She's always been one of my favorites, and their album is very good too. It's right up there. You guys are both in Shatter Heart are three of the favorites. And did have you heard their new album yet?
No, I didn't hear it yet. No. no, but I don't, did see some reviews and they were great.
Mine wasn't that bad, but yeah, I did an interview with him too. But if you're looking for something to listen to, just listen to the song "Bonded by the Light." Bonded by the Light. It's on the new album, and you'll swear that you're listening to a James Bond
Okay.
theme song. I did anyway. I was like, oh my God, this should be the next Bond theme song. You know what I'm talking about, James Bond.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
All right. Um, Next song is "Don't Wake Up the Dead." How very important. If you know, don't leave a sleeping bear lie. Talk a little bit about that one. That it's a great song. Great advice too.
Well, I really challenged myself in that song, trying to get out of the normal structures and make something more bombastic and dark, because I think it is the most bombastic and dark song
Yeah,
from the whole album. And at the same time, I don't want to be the teacher or the one who's telling everybody what to do, but still
preaching.
there's a
Yeah,
message, a deeper message in it, like take your responsibility, let's make this world better and not just fight, but take responsibility for the things that you do. Don't be greedy, share, and let's do it together. And I was very happy that I made it, that it's not something in which I want to be the teacher, but that people really like the lyrics and it makes them think about their own responsibilities and behavior.
and
And that
it's
makes it so big.
and it's almost prophetic here when you say human greed and obsession will wake up the dead.
Yeah,
And that's what we're living through over here. We got a very greedy, obsessive person controlling the country, and he woke up all the other greedy, narcissistic
yes, he did. Yeah.
people. And, yeah. Um, all right. So, yeah, thank you for that song. It's a very, very powerful song. Monsters in My Head. Oh my God, the rock opera, the everything you guys did within this song is
Yeah.
go ahead. I want to
Uh,
hear it from you. I could talk about it, but I want to hear it from you.
yeah, well, of course, I meet people that have monsters in their head every day. That's my job. And the way they suffer can be horrible. So that's why I made it so floating, like you're diving underwater and seeing all the scary things that are happening there. I think this song really represents that they can be so frightening and really obsessing people that it's important that we know that they suffer. So in fact, it's not such a moral statement. It's more like putting the statement that we forget about the how severe the influence can be on people that have psychological or psychiatrical problems. And still, it's beautiful. It's a bit
Definitely.
weird that such a subject can make such a beautiful song, but it carries you. It takes you with the vibe of being scary and trying to fight your enemy, the enemy in your head.
And I was just reading my words here, and I think somewhere in your press release you said that originally The Force of Nature was going to be a rock opera. And
Oh, that's Inquisition. That's the album is
oh,
originally
that
going to
is
be it.
okay.
Yeah.
Maybe I was thinking of that one. All right. But you wanted to move away from that with this album, or I've got to go back and hear Inquisition because I haven't heard it. Tell us a little bit about it while we're on that subject, because if you want.
You mean the rock opera?
Inquisition, yeah. Just tell
Yeah.
us a little bit about that album, because like I say, I haven't heard it yet. I definitely want to go back and get it, but
Of course, it was a project because we didn't know anyone and nobody knew us, but we did want to play the music. It was an album, but it's based on a story about the 80 Years' War that was here with the Spanish.
oh yeah,
Took even about 100 years that the Spanish
100,
Inquisition and
we
all their
call it
friends were
100 years
there.
more. Yeah.
And because this is a subject that's hard to talk about because it's about religion, it's about politics, it's about polarization. In fact, it's really from Here and Now, if you look at it. But I wanted that to be a rock opera. It isn't, because if you want to do a rock opera, so much has to be changed then. The lines have to be changed. It has to be, you have to have new arrangements. You have to rewrite the whole thing. But it's there. I mean, the album is the story and the songs are the scenes. And if someone wants to pick it up, you can put it together as a beautiful story in which there is an historic aspect, but it's, in fact, if you look at it very well, it's a love story, and it plays in that time. So that's why it's a concept album, but with a true story. While there is a theme on this current album, that was a story, and that's why I would love one day, if we get the opportunity, to put it in the theaters as a rock opera.
Well, there's somebody in your area there that might help you with that dream. You know Arjun, don't you, Lucasen?
Who do I know?
Arjun Lucasen?
Arjen. I know Arjen. Yes.
Yeah. Um, Talk to him. He's
I have been talking to him. I've seen him
he
in
he
person, and
he
but
makes
Arjen is doing his
he
own
makes
thing.
dreams come true.
Yeah,
So,
well, I think he's a genius. That's the
yeah,
first thing I have to say about him. And he's a very nice guy, but he lived a few kilometers from our house. I saw him walking with his dog, and this guy is doing great stuff, but it's his stuff, and I
yeah,
have to go my own way, you know. I have to
sure.
try to do my own things, which doesn't mean, because I have been with quite a lot of his concerts. I love the music, and you
Ah,
see how many people are there. It's amazing what he does.
he
And
has a way of bringing it to the theater, and
yeah, that was great. I love it.
yeah,
I would like to do something like that, but come on. I'm not Arjen Lucas, and I will never
it's
be.
expensive. Oh God, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
But he deserves that. He has done so much with and for other people. His music is great. He's been working for about 30 years, I guess, or even more. Hey, come on. There is a point in time that you get what you deserve after everything he did.
yeah. Good, excellent points. Is Kimberly on that the Inquisition album, or was it a different singer?
No, there were several singers, again, because it were session musicians. They just did what we asked, and they never invested anything. Uh, I mean,
Like a full-time
I'm
band?
Yeah, there was no band at that point. We were a
Okay.
talk project, but the people that have been singing there, I'm very grateful that they want to cooperate. And special thanks to Laura Guldemont from the Burning Witches, because she did a great
Oh
job
yeah,
with the Old Space Demon. I don't think there's anyone that can sing that song better. Sorry, Kimberly, you're doing great, but it was really her voice that made that song on that album, and all the Tamara Bauhaus, Monique, all the other people that worked with us, even though they didn't know us, they wanted to help us and supported us, and that's great, isn't it? If you don't
yeah.
even know someone and you just dive in and wait what's going to happen. So yeah, I felt like a child in a candy store. I could choose that singer for that song. I could choose that singer for that. I was like, oh, this is great.
And they all said yes, right? Which is
Yeah,
that's the best part. You know,
yeah.
I really want this person. You write to them, and nah, I'm not interested.
And it
That would
happened.
be tough. But if they're
Yeah.
all yeah, yeah, I'm right down the road with you. I agree with you. I want to do it. That's got to feel great. And does Kimberly sing any of those songs from that album or?
Yeah, she did.
Oh,
After
okay.
we had a permanent band and permanent band members, of course, we didn't have the new album yet. So she
Okay.
absolutely sang uh, so much songs, maybe all of them even. Did Kimberly sing all the songs from Inquisition? I think
Yes.
so, yeah.
Oh, great.
And she has such a wide vocal range that she can sing anything. It's never too high, it's never too low. She can just do it,
Yeah.
which is quite a luxury as a songwriter.
And she's very clear. I mean, you can understand, you don't need a lyric sheet.
No,
Sometimes with some singers, you're like, what does she say? You know,
yeah,
didn't have that problem with her. That's
no,
great.
But that's what
All right.
what she says herself as well, that she wants, she always wants to hear what people are singing. So
Yeah.
that's what she does as well. She wants that everyone can hear what she is singing.
Yep.
All right. How about Two Hearts? Love song?
I asked Kimberly why she loved her husband. We just sat here on the couch. I said, "Well, what is this guy bringing you? Why do you love him?" And that's how this song came. Yeah.
Wow.
That was amazing because she told a lot of things that you normally wouldn't accept or think it was like that because they're always having, well, not a fight, but they,
Arguments.
they, they're always having arguments. And then she just sat down and told me, "Yeah, I love this guy, but he's really bringing out the best in me, and he can be so nice." And I was like, "Oh my, what's happening?" But yeah, it was great. It was totally different, and that's what is what's making love. The things that we don't understand, but what you feel. That's what it's all about.
And like you said, sometimes to bring the best out of you, you got a challenge. And
Yeah.
I love the way my wife does that, and I hope she likes the way I do it. And that, yeah, it does. It helps make both of you a better person. I mean,
Yeah.
you're able to catch the things that, I might be doing that I think are normal. And she's like, no, no, you don't do that. you
Yeah,
know,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
and yeah, it's very important. Um,
Yeah.
there, you do, it brought me back to, I don't know if you realized it, but Two Hearts Beat as One. It brought me back to the U2 song. Do you remember that song? Or do you even know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I know you too, but I don't know which song you mean.
It's Two Hearts Beat as One. I think that's the
Oh,
title.
okay. No, I didn't think
It's a
about that,
great
but
song.
yeah,
It is
you're
a
right. I love you too.
yeah. Didn't click. Okay, no, that's all right. But maybe you'll go back, you'll listen to you say, oh my
Yeah,
God.
I'll do it. I will
Yeah.
find it and listen to it again.
All right. Run with the Wolves. We talked about the video and poor Kimberly going through the cold. Uh, what else? Did the dog inspire it or where did that come from? Go ahead.
Uh, well, it was not the idea to have the dog in it, but when we were writing it, she wouldn't stop howling and participating. And one day I just filmed it to send it to the rest of the band, and someone said, "But wait a minute, she is singing in tunes. It's in key."
Oh, wow.
So I was like, okay, let's see if we can put it in there. So I just grabbed the audio from the video and moved it in somewhere, and it matched perfectly. Um, and then we decided to wrap the story around it with the dogs and running and yeah. And
Then she was the wolf, of
then she
course.
was the wolf,
Yeah.
she was the
Yeah.
star, and we had to record it properly and yeah.
And you
So
say that was filmed real close to your house? Is that where you guys
Yeah.
go walking? Yeah.
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 Perfect.
She was
Yeah. No,
running
it's
around
good.
in our garden and some other places. So that's what you see in the video. And then we could also do whatever we wanted because normally you have to have admission to certain areas or you have to ask for all kind of favors. And we just did it here, so we could do whatever we wanted. And she knows the environment, which is good if you want to make a video.
And that road that they're walking down together is beautiful. Yeah. The whole thing, just if you haven't seen the video, get out there and watch that because it really is. It'll make you want to run with the wolves. Uh, what goes up must come down. Isn't that the truth? Tell us a
Yep.
little bit about that song. What inspired you here?
Well, that song made me sweat, really. Yeah, you know why.
I know
Tell,
why.
well, tell him.
Uh, well, Marta actually started it. He provided some ideas on the guitar, some riffs, um, which was a bit chaotic.
We're trying to be nice.
uh, yeah, and but the ideas were good, so I moved it around a bit and um, cut some stuff away, added some extra stuff, and that ended up to be the wireframe of the song. Um, but 9 out of 10 times, or 99 out of 100 times, we start with the orchestral part of the song and then add guitars to it later, or we have a basic guitar idea and work around that. But with this song, we pretty much had the whole song already set up with the guitars before we started on the orchestra, and that was really difficult for
Yeah,
me.
that made me sweat because I had to play around that. And he made all kinds of wonderful steps that I never made. So I was like, what on earth is he doing? How am I going to work around this and make it into a good song? And yeah, I mean, I like a challenge, but this was truly a challenge. I think we ended up well.
Yeah.
Well, I've
And
asked not to send so much stuff anymore.
and Kimberly does some operatic level vocals on this thing. They're just, again, showing you her range, her ability to, yeah, just everything about you guys is fantastic. You know how to incorporate keyboards with guitars.
Yeah.
Most of the time you with metal, it's like heavy guitars, heavy drums, heavy bass, and the keyboards are somewhere in the background. But you know how to give everything its own space and keep that up, please, because it's just so hard to find out there. And
Well, we'll ask Jacob again because isn't he the person that knows how to keep that space between all those lines without making it annoying?
Yeah.
That was his contribution, I guess, that he could translate it into a wonderful production. Without him, I don't think we could have reached this result.
No, true.
And it was one of our goals too on this album to make sure that there was a good balance between the guitars and the orchestra and the vocals. We had that idea too on Inquisition, but well, it didn't work out well, not as we wanted it. And we told Jacob about that. And then he said, I can imagine that you're hoe zeg je dat? Teleurgesteld? Disappointed.
Disappointed.
He said, I can hear it. I know what you want now. And then he turned it totally around. So that was great.
excellent. All right. Eyes will glow, and they definitely do. And you don't use a real orchestra, it's all orchestration, or yes, you do. And have you thought about maybe, again, I know that's expensive, but
Yeah,
have you thought about doing that?
of course.
Yeah,
We would love
We would
to.
love to, yeah.
Yeah, look at Epica, how long it took them to have a real orchestra
yeah,
because of all the investments that it takes. But it sounds great if you have it.
yeah.
Yeah, but it's not only if you want to do that, it's not only having the orchestra, you need to rearrange
Yeah,
everything.
just like the rock
Yeah.
opera
The
I told
songs,
you.
yeah.
Yeah, and that is of course because it like takes a lot of time and it's a true profession. You need the good people and they have to be paid. So yeah, of course we would love to do that, but who knows in the future? You never know.
I hope so. Tell us about Eyes Will Grow. Glow, glow, glow. I knew I was going to do something like that.
Well, it was again something that Kimberly and me made together in lyrics.
Yeah,
That's how we started. We first had, I guess, we first had the lyrics, and then the song came.
I don't know.
We adapted it, and
I only know it came from an idea that I had created years ago.
I liked it. And he said, "It's nothing." I said, "Come on, let's go on with it and try to make something out of it."
You made it the closer, so it's got to be good.
Yeah,
It turned out well. Yeah, but the idea was really, really basic, and I didn't like it really much. But yeah, we turned it around, moved it to different instruments, worked around it, and this came out of it.
All right. Well, it's a fantastic album. Please, if you guys haven't listened to it that are watching this, give it a chance. It's hard to get this all the way from Holland, especially in the United States. Probably in Europe, you could walk into a store because you guys still do you still have record stores or not record stores, but current record stores, not selling old LPs, but selling current music.
Yeah, yeah,
And
there
yeah,
are.
you guys are like, you're like, what the hell's he talking about? They're all like that. No, not over here. Over in the United States, it's all old albums, used
Okay.
albums, and I'm talking about LPs.
Yeah.
The full length. To find CDs is like a needle in a haystack anymore in the United States,
Yeah.
which is sad. I go up
Yeah.
to Canada. I go up to Canada. They still have record stores in the mall. We used to have those. Um, is it pretty easy to find record stores in the Netherlands or Belgium?
I think so.
It's getting less and less, but I think
It's still
the
there.
the larger
Chains, yeah.
yeah, larger chains have still have records. Yeah, and there are some specialized shops that have them, but those are uh, single ones, not chains anymore.
No.
But yeah, there are still some.
And I don't know if I said it, but I'm going to say it again because my wife always says you thank people too much, but that's okay. You can't get hurt for overthanking. But thank you for sending me not only the CD, but they signed it and they included some pictures and a sticker and everything. And most bands don't do that anymore. And thank you for doing it. Bella Morte did it, and I appreciate that from them. And I told them many times, but thank you for doing that. And it's
Welcome.
yeah, and it's so nice to have that. And um, unfortunately, like I said, our clown in the White House escalated the shipping cost. But hey, it's worth it because, like I say, you guys made it worth it by including all that extra stuff. So thank you.
You're welcome.
Um, but all right. So we talked about the album, we talked about the tour, and I know this sort of jumps too far ahead, but I do it anyway. Are you working on a new album or concentrating on trying to get some shows together and promoting this album?
It's all of it together.
All of it
I
together. Yeah.
I always write. I always have ideas. I put them on my phone, and those will become new songs, for sure. But at the same time, I am also forced to arrange the bookings because we don't have anyone else to do that. And yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on around the force of nature. So we're a little bit overwhelmed by all the people that want to talk about it with us, and also very happy that we can do that, of course, all this exposure. But at the same time, it's a lot. We have
To
to
take
do
that.
our jobs, we have to do the interviews, we have to do the reviews, look at the reviews, and yeah, Kimberly says it's almost a company that we have. Yeah.
And you have, I mean, I gave you a good review, but most of your reviews are positive, or you haven't had any negatives. I can't see how somebody could listen to this and say, I don't like this. All right, all right.
Of course,
Maybe,
people can do that.
maybe
They
a couple
can.
of songs. What?
Of course, people can say it
Well,
sucks.
yeah,
They can. If they really think like that, I mean, nobody said that, but of course there
right.
is some criticism, and sometimes it's true. It's a fact. There was one person said that the male vocals are too digital, and she's right. I mean, that's true, but that's what we can afford right now. So I can only say she's totally right, and of course we can do that better. And in the future, I suppose we will. But there are also people that say, well, it's all the same, symphonic metal, yeah, 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 decent
Yeah.
shit, but that's it. You know, that's what happens. And the reviewers are people, and people have their opinion, and they have the right to tell their opinion, and you have to respect that. That's how it goes.
They must not be listening to enough symphonic metal because I definitely hear the difference, and
Yeah, of
I
course you do.
listen
So do
to a
we.
lot. Yeah,
But there are a lot of reviewers that are forced to write about symphonic metal, but it's not their thing at all. So I can
and that's a
imagine that it's
shame.
hard to say something decent about it because it sounds all the same. If I was have to write something about death or thrash metal, I probably would do the same.
Yeah.
I think, but that's how it is. If you don't have the people to write about subjects that they really know a lot about, how can you expect something decent? I don't know.
So you haven't even thought about the new album yet, or you
Of course.
might have some
Do.
ideas?
I do, for sure. But it's only my head, and I will wait until the time is there that I can throw it all out.
Another opera, maybe?
Who knows?
Who knows?
Who
Maybe a
knows?
good. Thank
Okay.
you. Maybe a good idea. Yeah.
No, no, I'm not suggesting. I'm just asking.
Okay.
Yeah. I would love to hear one. Yeah, no,
Yeah,
I
of course.
mean, yeah, definitely. But this was great too. It doesn't have to be because you did a perfect job, I think, with this album. All right.
Thank you.
Then we come to the last question, which is, do you guys have anything that you want to mention that we haven't covered? We covered a lot of ground, but
I don't know.
Don't look at me all the time.
I
Hey,
do.
she's been
well,
talking a lot. It's your turn. No.
yeah,
She's looking at you like, it's time to contribute here. No, I'm
Yeah,
kidding.
yeah.
I know. But she's the talker.
Yeah, well, come on. It's unbelievable what happened, how much wonderful reactions we got, how amazing it is that at such a small band somewhere in a room in on the border from Belgium to the Netherlands, and that it's from all over the world. People are reacting that this is a masterpiece. It's amazing. You belong
Yeah.
to the upper echelons of symphonic metal. Hey, we just started here
Yeah.
because we were bored.
Yeah.
And now there's an album and everybody on the whole world is listening to it. What
Yeah.
on earth is happening? That
Holy moly.
Yeah, it's overwhelming, and I'm
Good.
so
Good.
grateful for all these people that are buying the CDs, buying our T-shirts, and supporting us in all these countries. So yeah, thank you from the bottom of our heart. That's the best thing I can say, I guess.
Yeah.
What was the dog's name again? Because I'm gonna, if it's okay, I'll just mention. I had an interview with you and
And Nala,
Nala, and
Nala,
Nala joined in, and she's a
yeah.
she's a celebrity from the video. So yeah, I'll give her sort of a place in the interview here. But hey, thank you both very much. This has been wonderful. You gave me a lot of time, and I know, like you said, you have so much going on in your lives, and keep the spirit going, keep the entertainment going, keep the shows going. I hope the heck you guys have a schedule like Visions of Atlantis and you go all over Europe. But yeah, try to hook up, like I said, with it seems like you guys like Secret Rule, but I think they're going to Japan. But later on, maybe you connect with them in Italy and things like that, uh, and work together to.
I already tried that.
Oh,
I
uh,
already tried that, but that wasn't that easy.
oh, I'm sorry. Well,
That's not important. The most important thing I would like to ask you if give my love to Shatterheart. I have enjoyed their music while I was in the van for
oh, you
tomorrow.
were in the band?
No, when we were
Oh,
in the van, I listened to
Van.
Shatterheart. So
Okay,
please
I'm
give my
sorry.
love to the guys from
You
Shatterheart
confused me
tomorrow.
there. Yeah. Yeah. No, it is. It's a great album. And I will tell
Yeah.
him you said hi. And Yeah, like I say, if you get a chance, same thing. It's going to be the same time, and I'll do the same thing I'm going to do with yours. I'll post theirs right after tomorrow evening. But thank you, Epinikion. I just love saying that. You really came up with a good one. And it's easy to remember. It's nice to say. I mean, I'm a marketing teacher. I teach marketing. That's professor part. And, something like that, if it sticks with you, it really helps. So, thank you very much for all your time. You guys have a wonderful rest of the evening and get out there and buy The Force of Nature. It is fantastic. I still have to put some pictures up of the pictures and the CD
Yeah.
together. I'm going to do that after this. But thanks again, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Wonderful, wonderful time. All right, I'm gonna just pause it real quick, and then we can talk real quick. And but thanks again, Epinikion. The beginning of Epinikion and Shatterheart weekend starts off awesome with a great interview here. And tomorrow we'll be talking about Shatterheart. But hold on just a second.